What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to the Liverpool Athletic Bilbao pre-season friendly review videos where we will review both game matches and we will talk about the absolutely fantastic pre-season that Liverpool had, and also Rio and Ngumoha. We have an absolute star in the making, a potential future Liverpool legend. I haven't seen a 16-year-old kid this good playing for Liverpool before. Honestly, he is the bomb. He is the next big thing, and hopefully if injuries don't prevent him and he can reach his full potential, this kid will be a superstar. He reminds me of Raheem Sterling in 2013-14 season, where he was absolutely electric for Liverpool, and Liverpool destroyed Athletic Bilbao in the first pre-season friendly, and we will talk about the second one. But the first one, Rio and Ngumoha scoring his third goal in pre-season in 5 games. This is absolutely incredible. And also, he, just like against Yokohama, picked up the ball at the halfway line, ran at the defense, and then curled in an inch perfect goal into the far corner. Honestly, what do you think about Rio and Ngumoha? Because I'm absolutely in love with him. He is one of my new favorite players at Liverpool, and I hope that he gets to be Cody Gakpo's backup this season, because I think he is actually good enough to be Cody Gakpo's backup. Yes, people are saying that he's a downgrade on Luis Diaz. Of course, Luis Diaz is an established world-class left winger who is playing for Colombia and who played for Liverpool. Rio and Ngumoha won't be that good as a 16-year-old. He was born in 2008. Honestly, that just blows my mind. 2008. That is just crazy. And Rio and Ngumoha is showing no fear, and I absolutely love his playing style, that whenever he picks the ball up, he has so much bravery, so much courage, so much determination. He just runs at the fullback, runs at the centre backs, and he has lightning quick feet. His agility and dribbling is just second to none. And he scored and got an assist inside the first, 6 minutes of this Liverpool Bilbao game? Yeah, 5 minutes. Inside 5 minutes, Rio and Ngumoha got a goal and an assist and pretty much won the game already for Liverpool. His assist was actually pretty nice as well. Bandoke, who had a fantastic game against Bilbao as well, he also scored and got a really nice performance under his belt. And I'm hearing that Bandoke is potentially going to be sold or go on loan, depending on what kind of offers Liverpool get. But Premier League clubs like Crystal Palace and others are interested in taking Bandoke on loan or even buying him. But Liverpool have a valuation of 20 to 25 million for Bandoke, and I wouldn't sell him, honestly. I think he should go out on loan, develop, and let's see what kind of player he can become. But Rio and Ngumoha is an even bigger talent, and honestly, I'm so excited. I think we should keep Rio in the Liverpool squad and give him playing time as much as possible. Of course, you can't start him every week in the Premier League or in the Champions League. He's not ready yet, and physically he still needs to bulk up. His body is still growing, so he probably will pick up some injuries, as it's very normal for young players with a growing body to get some injuries and niggles. But still, Rio and Ngumoha is electric. So Bandoke put a brilliant cross towards the far post, where Rio and Ngumoha heads the ball down towards Darwin Núñez, who also had a brilliant preseason. Darwin Núñez slots it home into the far corner. Why couldn't Darwin Núñez be this clinical during the season? Because Darwin Núñez scored 5 goals in 5 preseason games? 4 preseason games. Yeah, 5 with the Stoke City behind closed doors preseason game counted as well. So Darwin Núñez scored 5 goals in preseason. He scored a hat-trick against Stoke, and he had a great preseason, and he looks like he could be sold to Al Hilal. More on that a little bit later in another video. But yeah, Liverpool were absolutely cruising against Bilbao in that first half, and Bandoke had a rasping effort which was saved by the goalkeeper, and then Bandoke again bamboozled his defender, going to the byline, putting a low hard cross. It looked like a cross and not a shot. but the goalkeeper parried it into his own net. It was flashed across his goal, and the goalkeeper tried to save it, and it bounced into the goal off his hand. So that was in the end an own goal. But Bandoke also got an assist because of that, and he was heavily involved in the second Liverpool goal. And then, at halftime, Liverpool made a change. Armin Pécsi, the young Hungarian goalkeeper, came on, and he straight away impressed because he saved a brilliant one-on-one. The Athletic Bilbao striker was through on goal, and Armin Pécsi came out and stayed big and saved the one-on-one, which is a brilliant achievement. He looks like a very, very talented goalkeeper who is also good with his feet, which is important as well. Jadon Dance came on, but he couldn't really get involved. Trey Nyoni had to play right back because Van Dijk was a little bit ill, so he missed out on these games. So Stephenson, Robertson and Trey Nyoni were in the back four alongside with Tsimikas, so that's not ideal. Trey Nyoni having to play right back, but still that kid is also a superstar in the making. He didn't put a foot wrong. And Harvey Elliott scored, which I was really, really happy with. Darwin Núñez gave an assist to Harvey Elliott after a brilliant attack. I think it was Tsimikas who slips in Núñez, and then he turns, passes it to Elliott, who smashes it into the roof of the net. And Harvey Elliott looked very emotional at the end of the game, clapping all four sides of Anfield, and also he might have played his last Liverpool game because Harvey Elliott is also for sale, and Liverpool probably will sell him if a good enough offer comes in for him. Right now Harvey Elliott's stock is the highest, and he had some bad touches. He lost the ball a couple of times. I'm not sure if Harvey Elliott is the Liverpool level player anymore because of how much Liverpool improved, that with Liverpool signing Florian Wirtz and playing Dominic Szoboszlai in the double pivot, this midfield is just so much better than what Harvey Elliott can offer, that it's better to sell him right now for 30-35 million than to keep him, because he wouldn't get enough playing time. And Harvey Elliott needs to play every week to improve and develop because he's still a pretty young player. So Liverpool cruised to a 4-1 victory, yes, Liverpool conceded from a set piece, which was pretty frustrating or pretty annoying. Athletic Bilbao scored a consolation goal, and then they scored a goal which was ruled out for offside. But Liverpool need to work on their set pieces, especially after the second game, because the second game Liverpool played with their strongest 11. I think this team will start the season. Even if Liverpool sign Alexander Isak, I expect this team to start the season because Conor Bradley won't be fit and Joe Gomez won't be fit for the Community Shield game. Alisson will be back and Van Dijk will be back for the Community Shield game as well. But Ekitike up front, Gakpo versus Salah behind him, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai in the double pivot, and then Kerkez, Konate, Van Dijk, Frimpong and Mamardashvili. That will be our starting 11. Of course, this game, the second Bilbao game, Endo had to start because Van Dijk was ill, so he was out. We couldn't play him. But Liverpool absolutely dominated Athletic Bilbao. We had so many chances. We created 4.2 XG, 17 shots, 10 on target. It's just that Liverpool's finishing let them down a little bit. Cody Gakpo should have scored even more goals. He got 2 goals and an own goal, so he got an unconventional hat-trick, Cody Gakpo, in this game. And Cody Gakpo is also on fire in pre-season. He also scored 5 goals, which is very impressive. But after Gakpo was slipped in by a brilliant pass by Mo Salah, instead of squaring it to Szoboszlai or Florian Wirtz at the far post, Gakpo shoots wide, which was unfortunate. But then Hugo Ekitike races clear on the left wing with a brilliant step over. And this is what I love about Ekitike, that he stayed on side when he received the pass and he wasn't afraid to go past the defender. And then he had the awareness and the know-how to find Mo Salah at the far post, who takes the touch and rifles it into the near post, the bottom corner. Brilliant goal. And Mo Salah looks like he's very, very sharp as well. It's a shame that Salah missed that penalty in the end, because a 4-2 victory would have looked better. But hopefully Salah learns from that. It was a very strange, unconventional penalty-taking technique by Salah. I wasn't sure if he tried to chip it into the roof of the net down the middle, or he tried to, blast it. It was something in between. But yeah, Bilbao got a free kick after Szoboszlai pushed Williams and Inaki Williams, that is, and from that set piece, Bilbao very smartly targeted the back post, where Jeremy Frimpong is a little bit short, so Liverpool need to be aware of that when we need to practice and train set pieces, because Liverpool look a little bit vulnerable without Van Dijk, we have to say. With Van Dijk, of course, Liverpool are much more commanding from these set piece situations. But yeah, from the back post, the ball was squared into the middle and Sanse was wide open. Konate and Endo failed to mark him and he rifles it home. But then Cody Gakpo scored a great second goal after an Ekitike shot was parried by the goalkeeper. Gakpo was, it wasn't an Ekitike, it was a Gravenberch shot. Gravenberch also had a really good game. Gravenberch went past a couple of Bilbao defenders, he shoots through a crowd of bodies. The goalkeeper only parries it to Gakpo, who chips the ball over him into the back of the net. A great goal, but then Gakpo was very unfortunate to score an own goal. It wasn't his fault, because there was a corner for Bilbao and the centre-back Maroon headed it across goal. It would have gone across goal and wide, but it hit Gakpo in the face and it looked like it actually hurt Gakpo and went in. So that was unfortunate, but Gakpo made amends just 6 minutes later in the 70th minute. He got the ball in the box, he went past a couple of people and then shot low and hard and it went through the goalkeeper. It was an error by Unai Simon, who is a Spanish international goalkeeper, so he didn't have a greatest of games. Florian Wirtz, oh my goodness, what a silky footballer. He looks like if we signed Thiago 5 years earlier than when we signed him. He looks an absolute majestic footballer and I'm so happy that he's a Liverpool player. He's one of my favorite players. It's a joy to watch him play. Just every week it's worth just turning on the TV and watching Liverpool, going to the stadium and watching Liverpool, to watch Florian Wirtz doing magical things with the football. The way he glides across the pitch, the way he touches the ball, it's just a thing of beauty. Honestly, he's a magician, and the fact that he's only 21 years old and the sky's the limit for him is frightening. Not for Liverpool, but for opposition people. Endo was taken out in the box in the last 10 minutes, and Mo Salah steps up for the penalty and he blasts it over. I already talked about that a little bit as well. So overall, Liverpool need to work, of course, on their finishing. We still scored 7 goals in these 2 games, but in the second game, Liverpool weren't ruthless enough and we probably need to work on our finishing. But yeah, this game was absolutely fantastic. And the one worry for me is that Liverpool absolutely need to sign a centre-back, because right now you could see with Gomez out injured, and he will be out injured a lot because that's what is the problem with Gomez. And also, Van Dijk picking up a little knock. Liverpool only have Konate. That's it. Like, yes, Endo and Robertson can play centre-back, but that's not ideal. If we play Endo or Robertson from the start in the Premier League at centre-back, Liverpool won't win the title if we play too many games like that. So Liverpool know that they need to sign a centre-back, and Szoboszlai was absolutely immense in that double pivot. Honestly, probably this is his best position, where he can defend, attack, carry the ball forward and sometimes bomb forward. And what Liverpool did is that, sometimes Gravenberch dropped back next to the centre-backs, so that allows Frimpong or Kerkez to bump forward, because Konate and Van Dijk need to stay back and Gravenberch needs to drop back a little bit to let the fullbacks go forward. So Liverpool need to work out how not to get counter-attacked too much. And Szoboszlai, I think, will start. The big question is that, who will play in the double pivot. Sometimes it will be McAllister and Gravenberch, sometimes it will be Szoboszlai and Gravenberch, sometimes it will be Szoboszlai and McAllister. The last pairing, I'm not sure what the balance will be. Maybe McAllister will be a little bit deeper and Szoboszlai will have license to sometimes go forward. But it's a very, very exciting it's a joy to watch Liverpool play. It's a very exciting Liverpool team, and I'm really looking forward to the season. On Sunday this week, Liverpool kick off their season with the Community Shield final against Crystal Palace. I cannot wait for that. And also, it was a really touching, the tributes for Diogo Jota before both games, and also in the 20th minute. The whole stadium, even the referee applauded Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. May forever they rest in peace, and Diogo Jota will be forever Liverpool's number 20. He will never be forgotten. I dedicate all my videos to his memory. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.